Hey, welcome back to our shop just outside Kennesaw here in North Georgia. This is part 2 of the restoration of this antique oak Empire style buffet, probably from around the turn of the century. In part 1 we got it cleaned up, we took care of all the repairs and got it stripped down and ready for finish. In this part we're going to refinish it and get it on its way home. So stick with us, I think you'll enjoy it. And I've got you outside to show you that the top has some water stains in it that I'm going to try to get out with oxalic acid. This stain here is ink and that's just not going to come out. But we're going to do a coat of oxalic acid. We'll do it outside because it's a beautiful, sunny, very dry day. And we should be able to get the oxalic on, dried, off, and dried fairly quickly today. I mix my oxalic acid in warm water and I add enough acid crystals that it won't dissolve any further. I guess that's a saturated solution. And then I just apply it with a foam brush. You have to do the whole top and then we'll let it dry out. Okay, the oxalic's dried, it's time to get it rinsed off. I just use some clear water on a rag. And you want to make sure you get this stuff off of here. And I'm not really sure how much good we did there, but we'll have a better idea of the results when this dries. So, while we're waiting for the cabinet top to dry, I'm going to start to stain these drawers and the mirror frame and all. I've already sanded these up to 150 and blown them off. I've got the drawers taped up so just the drawer fronts are going to get stained. I hate when stain drips onto the sides of the drawers. I think it looks very amateurish. The owner has chosen a medium brown walnut stain, which I think is an excellent choice for this piece, and I'm going to show you what that color looks like right there. We're using Mohawk's wiping stain because I don't really have to match this to anything, and if I need to adjust the color for any reason later on, I can just use glazes or toners. But this is all I do is I put it on with a foam brush. Be careful with the foam brush, it will load up and drip. So if you're working against gravity, make sure you turn the brush over now and again so the side that you're not using doesn't load up and drip on your piece. But I just apply that stain and then wipe it off. And I think this is a wonderful choice for this piece. The remaining gold under there really shines through. Okay, I've got all sorts of drawers, shelves, doors to do. So let me get on with what I'm doing here, and when the cabinet dries we'll bring that in and I'll show you how I handle that. Here's the doors, the drawers, and that mirror frame bracket shelf thing. I think it looks great. Let me get the cabinet in here and see what we can do with that. And the cabinet's back inside. I sanded it outside to keep the dust down the shop. It's ready to be stained. You can see we had some success with lightening up these stains with the oxalic. They didn't come out, but they look a lot better. And the cabinet was blown off outside. She's ready for stain. Okay, I'm going to get staining on this. I don't expect any of these patches to stain the same color as the wood. We're going to have to touch those up, we always do. And when I start to do the face frame, I'll probably use a rag to kind of control the drips a little bit. And I'm going to be wearing my respirator only because I've got the shop buttoned up tight and the heat on, and the concentrated odors of this oil-based stain sometimes give me a little headache. I think it's going to look good. Kind of show you how I rag this stain on. I just take a rag and put a point on it, and then you dip it in your stain and just apply it directly to the wood, and it will avoid any of the drips that you sometimes get when you apply it with a brush. That's all there is to it. Okay, first coat of stains on everything. Let it dry overnight. This stain only really requires an hour dry time, but it's late in the day. I'll seal this tomorrow, and then we will work on some of the touch-ups. There's a couple little cosmetic issues we need to take care of, then we'll start to top coat it. Good day. Oh, I got a little boo-boo there. See you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye. And a couple things I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry. First off, don't ever forget your knobs. These are been stripped and they've just been stained with the same stain. They're sitting here dry. And then a final reminder, anything that you use to put this oil-based stain on is considered an oil-soaked rag. Don't leave it wadded up in the corner. All of these are going outside. They'll be opened up, and I'll throw them away tomorrow when they're dry. All right, there's your safety tip. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It's very cold outside, so I've decided to work in here this morning. After giving it some thought, I decided I wanted to finish this project in shellac, and I love to use the amber shellac on antiques, particularly antique oak. So what I'm doing here is just using a brush. In this case, it's a foam brush. Just applying the first coat of amber shellac on the piece. You're looking right now at the back of the door, and this isn't particularly nice grain back here, so you're not going to get the full effect of what it's going to look like when it's finished in this amber shellac. But this is just basically how it goes on, and brush it out smooth. Make sure you got everything covered, and then just let it dry. And that's one of our drawers with the first coat of amber shellac on it. I think you can see how nice that finish looks with the medium brown walnut underneath it on the quarter sawn oak. And that's how our cabinet looks. I got up early this morning and got that coated as well. And again, this is just the first coat. This will get light sanded and recoated and light sanded and recoated until we've built the finish up how we want. Here's our veneer repair. That actually wound up coloring in pretty good. It's actually a lot closer color match in real life than it is on the camera. But we'll continue to work on those as we color them out. The second coat of amber shellac is on. I hope you can see that's a really nice rich color that we're developing. And I took you outside. Hopefully you can see the color that we've developed. It's looking pretty good. We've got it all sanded down. I'm going to start to spray some coats on. I've got a thinned out mix of amber shellac and denatured alcohol in the spray gun. It's cool outside. Should be able to get a good coat on this and then get it inside where it's a little bit warmer. I'm going to shoot it with the drawers in place, but make sure that we blend this color real nice now. So here we go. All we got to do now is put it back together, put the knobs on all the drawers and rehang the doors, and let's get to it. She's almost done. Well, here she is. I think she looks great. I didn't put the mirror frame on because I want to give the lacquer a full day to get hard before I fit that on there. And then we will rub this out and wax it and it'll finish it up. But there's a number of people that have let me know they're waiting impatiently for part 2 to get uploaded. So rather than wait another full day, we're going to call it done for right now. And I'm going to get inside and get this video edited and uploaded to YouTube. So listen, from our shop just outside Kennesaw here in North Georgia. Best regards, thanks for watching, take good care, and remember, it's just wood color and some shiny stuff, and all that stuff together brought this thing back from the dead. I'm real happy about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next video. Bye.